Hey there. So I have here the ending of the last live I posted with the Crystal and Lisa shenanigans. And I finally got through all of the lives, and this was the best part. I'm gonna start it off where Tech comes in and things start to unfold. So let's get into it.
A little Tech in the way. There we go.
Come on, Tech. Hey, Tech.
Morning.
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 Good morning.
Morning.
What are you doing? What are you doing right now, Tech?
Just waking up.
You just waking up? What are your plans for the morning? You got any plans today?
Well, I got Crohn's, so I'll probably be in the bathroom for a little bit and then get.
Oh shit.
Literally, that's what I'll be
Literally.
doing. Yeah. Why? What's up? What's up?
So Crystal is at the airport. She had Lisa is going to rehab with Crystal. Crystal flew from Oklahoma to Lisa. She got her private insurance and everything. And Lisa was up here talking to us. And there was a situation with the whole
The ID thing, getting her to get her ID, and then getting her to the airport.
no,
so
they don't. She don't need an ID.
Oh, she need now, but now we got to get.
Yeah,
Okay, so now we got to get Lisa to the airport.
Yeah, Lisa to the airport to Crystal.
I mean, you got how many people up in Pittsburgh right now? And Pittsburgh Airport is 15 minutes from Pittsburgh. She's actually closer to airport than me. So, she got her sisters. She got a couple people that were stalking her, but
needs to get help to Jess.
Yeah, I know what
huh?
people suggested Jess.
I think somebody should get help to Jess. Jess always said she'd take her anywhere she
Yeah, I mean, I would.
You know, through this whole thing, this is something I completely forgot about was all of her family. Her sisters, her dad. I mean, I did think how come her dad wouldn't take her if he knew she was going to rehab, right? But her sisters have said time and time again that when she is ready, they have a bag packed and they will take her. So you would think this Crystal lady would have included them, right? I mean, she's going to rehab. Or at least had Lisa include her sisters, right? Just a thought.
But here's me. I seriously don't fucking believe any of it, to be honest with you.
Right.
Where's this Crystal lady?
At the airport.
Yeah, she's literally at the airport.
We've been talking to her all night.
Yeah,
She's
no,
at the
I know
airport.
Crystal.
Like we've been talking to her.
Literally
She's
showed
at the
her-
airport.
Yeah, she literally
Does she
showed
know
it.
what her dose is on method?
It's funny that they're like, she's at the airport. Like, that's supposed to convince everybody that Lisa is going. Well, Tech lives in PA, right? She's been offering rehab for a while. She's had stuff set up. She said if Lisa decides to go, all she has to do is call her and she'll take her right there with her dose. So,
And has that all been cleared?
She said that wherever she's going is doing the MAT program for her.
Yeah, because that's the one thing that's been holding us up. I've had a thing here with Lisa for 2 weeks now. I had a place that was going to accept her mat and everything. I also had a halfway house lined up for her afterwards. But I hope you all get her there.
Yeah, this is a dual diagnosis facility that's through private.
I think everybody should not be believing Lisa. I think Mandy shouldn't be believing Lisa. I think there's a lot of people that are just believing in everything that Lisa says, and she's still in the mode of, I'm going to tell you what the fuck you want to hear.
exactly.
Yeah.
Tech, I'm not trying to come at you disrespectful by any means, but Lisa has been listening all night, so let's try to keep it positive and uplifting.
Okay, well, Lisa, you've been listening all night, hon. Huh? Listen, Lisa's been listening for years.
Exactly.
Can we not?
So I'm not
Can
trying to
you
be
not
rude.
what?
Lisa has been listening for years.
Lisa has been talking to Crystal for quite some time. They've developed quite a friendship and a bond.
Okay, all right. That's good.
Who is talking? Because this starts to get really irritating for me. One, can you not what? Be real? Be honest? Because they formed a bond, a relationship. She has been talking to Tech for years. Been talking to Villain. Been talking to Reaper. So what does that got to do with anything? All of those people I named has tried to help her. So can we not do what?
You're right,
And
but Tech has tried to
Crystal
help women
canceled.
on numerous occasions, so please
Yeah,
be respectful.
canceled.
All I'm telling you, Lisa's in her bitter ends, and she's gonna tell you what you want to hear every time you want to hear it. So there's that.
Do you know her personally, as a person?
Do you know her?
What does
personally?
that matter?
Does the person
More
she's
than you
talking
know,
to know personally?
Let's
Does
not
Nana
turn
What does
this
know
that?
her
into an
But
argument.
okay, but what does that even matter? We see what Lisa does. This has been an ongoing thing over and over again. You don't have to know her personally to know what she does. But also, we are also addicts, right? We know the patterns. We know the manipulation, the lies, the scam. We know.
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
trying to argue, but
I know. I do not know Lisa
Like,
personally. Did I
really
go
need to
up to
stay
visit
positive.
Lisa? Did I
We're
go
gonna
up
stay
to visit
positive
Lisa
here.
when
Let
she
Tech
was in her
talk.
place that she was at, and they left out before I got there? So no, I don't know Lisa personally. I do not.
Okay. All right. So.
But does anybody
Wanna keep
here?
this positive.
Does anybody here know Lisa
Keep
personally?
it
Do you?
hot.
No, I don't.
Okay. Just saying. I ain't trying to be rude.
Someone is there in Pittsburgh right now who was supposed to leave to go back home today, this morning. Canceled.
Tech is in PA right now with the rehab ready for her. She just told you that. What does that got to do with anything?
Flight. It cost her money.
It's gonna, yeah. And guess what? All because she said Lisa was gonna meet her. Lisa played her. Lisa plays everyone. You know that, right? Everyone.
It
Right.
hasn't happened yet, so we're not.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep the hopes on too. I'm
And that's all
just
we're trying
tuning
to
in
do.
this morning.
That's all we're trying to do is let's keep our hopes up and positive and.
If I only told you conversations me and Lisa had, but you know what? I'm trying not to break the trust with Lisa, and I've been doing that for 2 years now. So I don't talk about a whole lot of what me and Lisa talk about. But good luck all to you ladies, and I hope it works out. Lisa, get your ride up there to the airport. Come on, let's go. You still down there, Lisa, listening, Lisa?
Heck, I don't think you should take it in the wrong way if you are.
I'm not. Listen,
I don't think she's taking it in any kind of way.
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. I'd hate to see somebody get played and fly all the way here.
And
And
that's
Lisa gonna get on
why
that
we're
plane.
all having high hopes right now because
Yeah,
somebody
well-
is there for her, trying to pick her up, and we gotta look at the positives of this. That's all.
Oh
we're
my
trying
gosh,
to do.
this whole no, you know what you guys were doing? This was beyond positivity. This was beyond, this was coddling. This was praising. It was sickening to watch. Physically sickening to watch. I'll tell you what. It doesn't matter how much positivity, how much encouragement you give to Lisa. It doesn't matter how rude you are. None of that. Because none of that's going to make her go or stop her from going. When she's ready, she's going to go. And positivity or negativity won't stop you when you're ready.
To get out.
It's what we need people like you to
Bobby. Don't
We need
mute
people
Bobby.
like we need people like you to keep doing that. Well, we need people
Someone
like
muted Bobby. Don't
we
mute
need
Bobby.
people like but the real ones they'll believe it when they see it.
Exactly.
So there's that.
I think we all we already know that it's really hard to get to the point where we're saying, yes, I'm ready for rehab. And until you walk through those doors, you're gonna talk yourself out of it so many times. So we need to stay positive and encouraging, because I'm sure Lisa
No, you need to be real with yourself. That's what you need to do. All that positivity and everything, that can happen when she's actually in rehab. When she's been there for a couple of days, then you start being encouraging. Then you start having this positive outlook. Everybody hopes and prays that she goes, but you need to be realistic. Otherwise, you get scammed. Just like every single one of you did on this panel.
is feeling very overwhelmed because it's not just Lisa getting sober, there's also thousands and thousands of people watching and wanting the worst to happen. So, no, I
Who?
don't believe.
Who wants the worst to happen? Listen, I know there's shitty people on this app, and I know people look at Lisa like, oh, she's just a junkie, right? And people say stupid stuff to her, rude stuff to her. But a lot of those people have never been an addict. You know, there's that thing where people have told her to go off herself. People have told her to go OD and all that. And in my personal opinion, just off of experience, the only people that say that are people that have never been addicts and never dealt with somebody close to them in addiction. And that's just from personal experience. You might have a totally different outlook. You might have seen it differently, but people in addiction wouldn't say that. Because people who are not addicts, I don't think they get it. I don't think they realize how physically and emotionally hard it is to get sober. You know, I mean, before I was even an addict, I'd just look at him and be like, just get sober, just do it. What's the, you know what I'm saying? So it's something you can't explain to somebody. It's something that even if you try to explain the best of your ability, you just don't get it until you've actually been there.
Been speaking negatively in this live.
Wow. Okay.
So
I'm sorry.
what is she saying negatively? Is it how she's saying it? Because everything she's saying is just being honest. When did honesty become being mean? When did honesty become, oh, you're so negative? What happened to the world? What happened to the people that can just say whatever they want as long as it's truthful? You shouldn't take it any way but what it is, the truth. I can't stand these type of people that get so fucking butthurt off of somebody telling the truth, being honest. Is it the approach? How have you like lived life? Because not everybody is going to talk like this and say, oh my goodness, and that's not the real life. It's not the real life. It's not the real world. And for people like Lisa, that doesn't work.
Yeah. How was I speaking negatively by having zero expectations? You know why I do that?
Exactly.
Because I have taken, because as a recovering addict, we know how many times it takes somebody to get to rehab, or how many times it takes them to say, okay, this is the time, and we step up to the plate every single time they say it's the time. This time I'm going. I pray that this is the time that Lisa goes.
Right.
I pray today is the day.
Bobby, we didn't bring it online, love.
No, she didn't go, and she's helping y'all think that she's going, and we'll see if she goes live. Is she going live today?
Crystal came on and let everybody know that she was at the airport and that that she was going home because Lisa decided not to go. Crystal did, Bobby, my friend Crystal. And then she got the text from Lisa.
Can we stop calling everybody our friends that we've talked to for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 4 months? You don't know these people. They're not your friends. You haven't met them in person, and it hasn't been long enough for you to even get to know her. It is harder to know somebody online, on, messages, emails, and on the phone. Can you build a friendship? Absolutely. But it takes longer than a couple months, ma'am. And y'all were vouching for her. You can't, not everybody's your friend.
Lisa. And Lisa decided that she wanted to go. I seen a text between Crystal and Lisa.
Okay, hold on.
Crystal sent it to me, and
Because she says this. You seen the text. Where is this text at? Why hasn't this been shown? Because I feel like Crystal's putting out, a lot of stuff, but she's not putting out what she needs. And everything she's putting out doesn't make her look better. So where's that text? Where's that at? Show that one, please.
then
Crystal, if you're really trying to help Lisa, don't be sharing your fucking messages to anybody. Keep that rapport.
Yeah.
Don't be sharing messages. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen,
Lisa came in here herself though.
It don't matter.
No, Lisa came in
It
here
don't
herself,
matter.
Okay,
Pat.
all right, yeah, well,
It don't matter, because if you're really trying to help somebody, why does it have to be a fucking show? Why does it have to be up for display? I get it, it's Lisa. But let me tell you something. All these other people that have helped her didn't do this. And if I was somebody who worked in rehabs or helped people get to rehab, I'm not running to the internet. I'm just, even knowing Lisa, knowing that she's online, I still wouldn't go to the internet. I don't know any of you like that. So why am I going to run to you guys? You understand what I'm saying? I would go to her family, friends if she had some. I don't know.
that's the thing right there. That for me is
I get it. I get what she's saying.
We've been staying online, Bobby, to help Crystal
Stay
figure out
awake.
some things and stay awake.
All I have to
Way
say
to
is
go,
like on
Lisa.
on the tech where I understand you're being realistic, on the other end of this is like somebody who's lost family members to rugs. I'm just
me
trying to be
too, hon.
hopeful.
I lost so many. I lost
We all
count.
have.
Go
Okay.
ahead. Nobody up here is unique, including me.
Right.
We yes, a lot of people. If you lost people, she has. We all have. But
Okay,
She's right. We all have lost people. And it had to come down to cutting people off, distancing yourself, which is hard to fucking do when they're close to you. Especially when you've grown up with them, they've been in your life day to day. Making the decision to set boundaries is one of the hardest things you have to do. You have to put your foot down. And everybody has to be realistic.
all I was trying to say is on the other end of that, as someone who has lost a family member to that, is this is something that we feel the need to fight for so that another person doesn't have to go through that, and we're all just trying to keep it motivated. That's all we're trying to do.
Okay. All right. Let's pretend that Crystal was doing it from the bottom of her heart. Okay. Let's say she was doing this and she was really doing all the things and had good intentions. What every single one of you did was help her get scammed. Gave her all this motivation and all this praise and all this hope to just have her fall on her ass and look stupid. If you would have had the attitude that Tech is having, none of you would look as stupid as you do. And Crystal wouldn't have gotten scammed, right? Or anybody like Crystal. You guys were so quick to just be positive and this and that. Well, this is what happens. This is what happens when you have that thinking. And ma'am, being somebody who has lost people in recovery and being a recovering addict yourself, I think that's what she said, you should know this better than anybody. I'm always fucking amazed at some of the addicts' attitudes. I'm amazed by it. Because there is no fucking coddling and rainbows and butterflies when somebody's in addiction.
Hey guys, I don't want to speak for Tech in this by any means, but what I think Tech is trying to say, and Tech, if I'm wrong, please correct me.
Sometimes I don't articulate things well, but go ahead.
I think what
I
Tech
think
is
she was
trying to
articulating
say
just fine.
is that she has been in this situation for 2 years.
I don't see nothing wrong with what she was saying. I just think we got some chewy ass cookies up in this motherfucking box. That's what I think.
Has kept it offline and wishes this would have stayed offline. And
Oh, I don't care if they put it online, offline, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It should have been. It should not have been
relationship
online.
and what's going on is being escalated on here, where it could have been done in a private setting and gotten her to where she needs to go.
Lisa has cycles. She cycles out. She cycles out. Well, she'll get up and start doing interviews to get, for to humanize her. So say, okay, I hate to use that, but that's basically what it is. Then she'll start going live, and everybody's thinking, oh, great, she's going to rehab, and everybody it boosts the cash and and whatever gifts she may give. We've been seeing this rotation with her for a long time.
Yeah.
I know what's stopping her from going. I most definitely do. Her and I have had some conversations, and it is what it is. But I pray today.
You know,
if
you let us know what you know, I think we'd have a better understanding why you
Why?
I would never break that confidentiality.
Why in the hell would you even say that? Don't you think if she wanted to share that, she already would have? See that's the type of fucking mentality you guys have. Hurry up and run and tell everybody. No. Just like this woman was just about to say, she's not gonna break that bond, that trust. The fuck is wrong with you guys?
You know what I mean?
I pray that today's the day.
So I don't think all of us can see where you're coming from when you get upset.
Okay, let me. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know. Seeing Lisa and how she's been the past couple years should be enough. So what do you mean you don't understand? How do you not understand? Don't you watch her? Don't you see? She just got done telling you about the cycles that she's been doing. We've all watched it. And if you weren't there in real time, there's archive videos. The fuck out of here.
At first, or even if your first reaction is upset, I don't think everybody understands it.
Because I see the cycle.
No, ma'am. I think you're the only one that doesn't understand it.
Her dad takes her every day, guys.
Thank you, Shell. Everybody's asking about why doesn't her dad take her? Her dad always takes her places.
And that's the thing, is that to come on here and to say she needs a ride and this and that, her father takes her every single day to the rehab. The airport is 15 minutes from her house. Literally. You
want to know one major reason? And I'm going to leave on this because I'm getting a little upset. TikTok is here. TikTok is a cash flow for her. That's one of the reasons why she's not going to go to rehab.
Yep.
We have people that conversate about Lisa and keep her up in the spotlight. That's why Lisa ain't going nowhere. And there's a lot of other things, but my top one is TikTok. TikTok. Right. She gets in with some people just so they can come up here and say, this update to keep her going. Yeah, Mandy's definitely one of them. Mandy's getting played.
Well, it also appears like more people have her back, per se. Like, I know what you're saying.
What?
Yeah.
And the sad thing is,
you had her back.
Tech, I think this lady that flew in.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, I do too. Flew in, truly believed, that this was going to happen.
She spent over $2,000 of her own money.
That she can come up on here in TikTok and maybe gain some of it back now.
Right.
No, Crystal's not like that. I know her.
I didn't mean to say that. I don't know who Crystal is.
No, she's nothing like that.
You don't know her. You don't know her. What she did was put on a Coke and a smile and sweet talked you. That's what she did. That's not knowing somebody, lady. Come on.
Never. She did this all behind the scenes without anybody knowing it for anything. She was heartbroken and she was crying tonight. She even called me today because she
Must
was
be, Star.
upset, but I was dealing with another situation. So yeah,
It
she
seems
has
like you
no
wouldn't
motive
understand it
behind
on
it.
this
Crystal
side.
doesn't.
Well, guys, she definitely has means to get to the airport.
This woman, you wouldn't
I
understand
agree.
it on this side. I
Don't
can't.
need me to drive because if I'm driving her, shit, I could have drove her to this place here. She could have her methadone, and then she got a place to go after that. She will be halfway there by the time her year comes up on her family plan because she ain't done shit on her family plan. Lisa, let's get started on that family plan. Girl, I've called you. I called you every day. I just called you before I even heard all this stuff. Where you at?
Bobby,
Talks to the ones that she can play.
if Crystal wanted to take it offline, she would have. We were up here trying to help her figure out solutions, everyone, to try to help her. That's what I.
Why does she need to turn to TikTok to do that? Huh? Why? If this is something that she does or wants to do, then she needs to figure it out herself. And if she wanted help, then there's people out here who specialize in doing this, who are experienced. Reach out to those people. If you're serious, reach out to her family. Look, I'm not trying to be mean, okay? I'm not. But I don't, how can I say this? There's just no way of looking at it. Either this woman was doing it for something, money, which I know she said she didn't get money, attention, clout, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If it's none of those, then she is really bad at life. Just life. I mean, from getting a car to getting a ticket to finding a ride to the insurance and the rehab, all of these things. She didn't know how to set up Apple Pay. These are things that you should probably know when you're going to be flying out of state and trying to, save somebody.
Y'all don't understand is we've been up here trying to help her figure
It's
out
not trying to help Lisa,
solutions.
it's trying to help Crystal. She's been in a panic mode. She's been there since 8 o'clock last night. She's been around.
In the morning.
Somebody should have warned her not to fly and
Yes.
come here.
Yes.
Somebody should have warned her to let her know that Lisa does this all the time.
100%.
She felt called to do it, and she said if she goes there and it doesn't happen, then she knows that she tried. That's all she
She
can
tried.
do.
I mean, yes, for sure.
Okay, her first fucking red flag should have been when Lisa didn't go get her ID that she supposedly doesn't have. Or calling the insurance and not giving the social security number, which is fucking weird. That whole situation doesn't make sense. But anyway, how about when you're there from yesterday? She said this day was the first. She said she got there the day before at 8 o'clock. And didn't see Lisa, didn't meet up with her, didn't nothing. What were you doing for that whole time? I don't no red flags, none. You didn't see none of this. Again, how do you do life? She shouldn't have flew out there.
And it's no loss. I mean,
No loss to her, yeah.
You were just talking about a loss, Melly.
Mm-hmm.
You were just talking about her loss, which she was going to be out.
No, I'm just saying what she spent, Tess.
I'm just saying. Well, that's a loss.
But she was saying it too. That now she's going to need help to get insurance. So.
She's not asking for it back.
I'm just saying.
She wasn't asking for it? She didn't ask? No? Okay.
I'm saying what she spent.
She said that's not the principle, that's not the point. It's not about money.
Well,
As a sober person, it's not going to change Crystal's life.
Lisa been playing her for weeks. Yeah, that's what Lisa do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why can't we just talk about it once we see it happen? Why already assume that this is not going to happen? I understand that you have the experience and that you have gone through this, but why can't...
Because she's not gullible. She's not naive. I mean, you're dealing with somebody in addiction.
Can't this be the time that she goes?
Because
It
it's
could
not
be
going
the
to be,
time that
and it
goes, and I
wasn't.
pray
Thank you. That's all
today.
I want.
I
Did
pray.
you hear that from
I
you
pray
too?
today is the day.
You-
And guess
did
what?
you think
I
about
pray
that?
every day that is the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Lisa's cycle. How long
Yep.
have you been watching Lisa?
It's possible we've all watched her the same length
Ooh!
of time, and it's possible.
Crickets. Crickets. I don't know. You seem new.
Some of us are new watchers, but I don't think
And
it really
today
matters.
might be the day. Today, I pray
think-
today is the day.
Yes, exactly. I think that's what matters. Is today might be the day. And
What
that's
time was
what
she
we're all
supposed to be at
waiting
the
for.
airport?
Nobody knows.
What time was Lisa
Crickets again.
supposed to get to the airport?
I don't
I don't
believe
know.
a ticket has been purchased.
They're waiting
They're-
on some things.
Waiting on
Insurance,
some
I got-
things. Lisa was ready to go. That's what Crystal said in the live I just heard. People were asking her questions. How come you hurry up and got on a flight? And she said, well, Lisa was ready to go. But nothing else was.
There was some insurance stuff that was supposed to get handled, and then once that was handled, they were going to book a flight. Once she was at the airport, that's what was explained to how I understood it.
What insurance stuff needed to
So
be
the
handled?
Right.
insurance
We
is
did
supposed to kick
private
in on the
insurance.
first of the month, which is today. So they're waiting for it to activate, and once it is activated, then the rehab is paying for the ticket for Lisa to get there.
Yes.
So Lisa has insurance,
It's
right?
not. It's
You got
not.
other
Wait a
insurance?
second.
Okay, so
I have a question. I don't know if anybody knows this, so if you do, please let me know. If you let's say this happened, right? Let's say I called my insurance, got it set up, then my insurance got a hold of the rehab and set up a plane ticket. Does it happen that fast? Can they just get the ticket the same day? Or would it take a day or two or whatever? Because when you get insurance, although it is activated, doesn't it need like one business day to like fully get activated, I guess you could say? I'm just wondering. I really don't know. So
this is a private insurance through Blue Cross, and
Where'd
I
she
can't
get that?
remember. This is something Crystal did on her own. She did it on her own. It's
that she set
private
up, right?
insurance. It costs. She has a sheet and she can lay it all out. It's $250 a month, $350 for the first month. And she was able to get her into a dual diagnosis facility, which is not state covered. And she believes this is what Lisa actually needs. And
Is that what she believes?
it's all taken care of. She just doesn't know.
It's not
when
though.
Insurance will kick in today. It's supposed to start today, as of the 1st of February, but we don't.
It's supposed to start today without a payment. Without a payment, right?
And like we said, folks, since I specialize in crisis diversion, there's windows of, they're called pocket times, where when people go up, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 hours, it could be 20 minutes, whatever, where the person will say, you know what, I'm in it, I'm totally ready, let's go, like, you know, almost as if it's a happy, positive, manic state, okay? And so it's very normal that, you know, and it's a good thing, you know, that we can see that Lisa is ready, and that, you know, this is a step that she's ready to take, and whether she then comes out of that window of time.
What signs have Lisa gave you to show that she's ready? What has Lisa done to prove that she is ready? Because everything that Crystal has said has shown the opposite. Oh, goodness.
You know, we can just send good vibes and prayers, but I will say that if she does come out of it, she can still get back into that type of phase of thought. So we just have to pray and see what happens.
Yeah, it seems like before, though, it seems like people were wanting Lisa to go on their time rather than wanting it for Lisa on her time. And I feel like change doesn't happen overnight.
What did you just say? Wait,
right.
rewind on that?
What?
So
What
it's
did
like,
you? Damn it! I missed your first part. Sorry.
was trying to do it on their time. Because every single person that has helped her didn't run to the internet, wasn't trying to get clout for it. We didn't even know a lot of these people were helping her. But you think that people were doing it on their time, right? It only takes you asking, hey, do you need help? And then you wait. Then you wait for it to be their time. And that's what Tech and everybody else has been doing. That's why they know she's not ready.
I was just trying to say that change doesn't really happen, but hold on, let me try to backtrack really quick.
Yeah, I would backtrack too.
You kind of threw me off. So, did anybody catch the first part of what I was saying?
That it doesn't happen overnight. What else?
Oh, we're just gonna completely forget about what she said.
That's where I was really getting to. It's just that
we can only hope. Yep, that's all.
Here, I'll remind you. You said that the problem was people were trying to do it on their time. Ma'am, people do this for a living. Nobody is going to chase an addict. I thought nobody would fly to a different state unless they knew somebody was ready. You give them the options. You let them know it's there. And then you wait. That's not being on anybody's time. I think
that's at this point. We're just 432 of us are sitting here. All we can do is hope for the best.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I really didn't.
Amy, she remembered for me. She said people are trying to make Lisa go before she's ready. So,
do y'all not know how addicts work? You cannot force an addict to do nothing. Nothing. Even when you have addicts who are court ordered to go to rehab, you know what they do? They go to rehab and they fucking leave. So no, I don't think that's right at all.
To go when she wasn't ready herself. I feel like the change has been coming.
And that's the thing, is that she hasn't. She's dicked people around. People noticed that she was doing that. They seen she wasn't ready to go. So you know what they did? They said, hey, we have this all set up for you. So when you are ready, you can come holler at me and we'll go. So, again, no.
I also want to point out that Lisa, since she has been on this panel, has not been live dry begging or e-begging for a ride, for like money for a ride or anything. When we all know very well that she could have been doing that for.
You want to know why? Because she already got money from Crystal. That's probably why.
The last however many hours we've all been up here.
Give her a little
I don't
while.
understand what happened.
We was in a live one time where she was agreeing to go somewhere. She was gonna she was gonna do this. 20 minutes later, she sat in this live and was in a box for a while. Just kept on going, thank you, ma'am, 20 minutes in, she said she wasn't going to go on, asking for nothing no more. 20 minutes later, she jumped out of that box and went live and started asking for money.
Sounds about right.
That's not how Lisa was when she
I pray
came in.
that this is it this time. I pray it is.
I'm a little surprised because I did fall asleep for about 15 minutes, but this room was very uplifting and very just excited, and we promised there was not going to be any negatives, but
no, that room was fucking ridiculous. That's what it was.
This room was very just excited and activity or any bad talking, and
this is exactly what Lisa wants.
Is all
Lisa needs this and wants this. So you think I'm not being uplifting?
No, you're really not.
Okay, well, I've been dealing with Lisa for a few years.
Okay, but
this is what she needs. She needs the uplifting. Yes, I get that. But on this live, she needs it so y'all can uplift her. I get you want to lift it, but that's going to end up getting her help in the long run.
Yep.
The wrong
she maybe
help.
needs to hear it from you that you believe her.
The wrong help.
I'm sorry.
I don't know how much more Tech can show that she cares and that she wants best for her. She wouldn't have reached out to Lisa. She wouldn't have reached out to Lisa, set up out all the shit, found her places for rehab found her a place where they take her methadone. She wouldn't have done all that if she didn't fucking care. She's done everything to show that. She doesn't need to, oh my gosh, oh my God. She doesn't need to do all that because that's not going to get her there. If y'all want a safe space, internet ain't it. I'm so tired of I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't with people like this. I just can't. Grow the fuck up. We're not children. We don't need a good, pat on the back and a girl. We don't need that. We're fucking addicts. It's the last thing we need.
But you know what? From someone that is, whatever.
Are you
If I were to
Somebody in
listen to
recovery?
you,
Maybe needs to
if
hear
I was
some
listening to you
positivity
right
from
now,
you, whether
I would not
you
want to go to
stand for
rehab.
your feelings
What?
or not. I think she needs to hear positivity as well.
I would
And
want
we
to
aren't
go to
saying
rehab
that
if
you
I had
aren't
to hear what you're saying
uplifting.
right
It's
now.
just that-
Because right now,
What the fuck did this bitch just say? Are you fucking serious right now? If I was listening to you, I wouldn't want to go because you're not ready then. That's what that means. You don't go because you're not ready. You know what that is? That is still addict behavior. That is still an addict mentality. Find something so that way you can blame on it to use. Oh, they hurt my feelings. I got to use. Oh, they said this, so I can't go to rehab. Just like Lisa. Oh, you ain't going to send me no cigarettes? Well, I'm not going to rehab. That's what the fuck that is. It's... I don't know if I am just from a different generation, but I do not and will not ever surround myself with people like this. I can't. Because I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm just not going to do it. You're a fucking adult. Sorry.
what I'm hearing is that you don't have any faith in that woman.
I believe.
Oh, that's what you
in
hear?
Lisa. I believe in Lisa because I was where Lisa was, but I don't believe.
That's what you hear. But what I hear is somebody who cares enough to tell Lisa about herself. Somebody who cares enough to keep it real with her. Somebody who cares enough not to coddle her like a baby and to tell her what she needs to hear. You don't think Lisa is sitting up there when you guys are doing this, oh my goodness, all that shit, and loving every fucking second of it?
Lisa, and I tell Lisa that all the time. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I uplift her all the time. It's watching. Yeah, you can only, they ain't gotta drop me. I'll drop myself.
I just want to say something real fast, and this is Charlie's wife or husband. Sorry, Charlie's husband. As an ex-addict, not a whole bunch of people.
Where did Tech go? Because Crystal's on her way here. She's coming back in, so if she has any questions, she
Why?
can.
Who dropped Tech?
Not me.
She probably dropped herself because y'all
I was
are.
trying to tell people to stop talking over Tech.
I
That's
gotcha.
all I said.
All I wanted to say real fast is being an ex-addict, like I get everybody is like trying to help Lisa and all this stuff, but what Tech was doing is causing people like, for instance, me, if I was Lisa right now, that is what causes addicts to slip. So like, that wasn't okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Sit the fuck down. Take a whole stadium full of fucking seats. Because that type of mentality is addict mentality. Nobody gonna make me slip. Not one person. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me. I don't care what happens. I work hard to stay sober. And I love my life. That's an excuse. That's an excuse to use. And if you can't handle it, or anybody fucking else, get the fuck off the internet. That is the most selfish, self-centered, irresponsible, childish way to think and say. Addicts do that to place blame so that way that it doesn't have to fall back on them. Are you sober? Are you? So you go to a fucking job and somebody says something mean to you or isn't encouraging enough, are you going to relapse? Or if you're working and your boss isn't fucking patting you on your fucking ass, are you going to quit? I'm sorry, y'all. I just I'm not used to seeing things like this, and maybe it's because I don't surround myself with these type of people, but I'll be fucking damned if anybody is going to blame anybody else for relapsing or thinking to relapse. How dare you? You are responsible for your own fucking recovery, not anybody else. And as for the other girl who's like, "Oh, I would be discouraged. I wouldn't even go. That'd make me not go because you're not ready." I can't even believe that people in recovery would say something like this. Why don't you go say that to a counselor or to a sponsor? Because they would put you in check quick.
A period.
So who's letting who in the live? I thought we were only letting certain people in the boxes.
Yeah. And I thought we were
What do you mean?
blocking people that were being
Being
I've
what?
been trying. There's been so many.
Blocking people that are being what? Honest? Realistic? Huh? Do you need a fucking binky and a bottle?
People, but
I'm not a mod. It's just I don't.
Okay, well, Charlie has an opinion, so you can just, whatever your comments are, that's ridiculous. So
first of all, that was my husband Brett, and secondly, there's a difference between being
Oh, that makes so much fucking sense. That's your husband, ma'am? So both y'all just walk around here with the security blankets and pacifiers, wanting everybody to fucking coddle you, want everybody to watch what they say so they don't hurt your feelings.
completely putting somebody down, and as somebody who claims to have been in the same shoes that Lisa has been in, you had to get to a point where you wanted to finally make the change in order to get into a recovery, correct? So let this be Lisa.
Yup, sure the fuck did. And you know what wasn't gonna stop me? People's fucking words. That wasn't gonna stop me. People telling me I can't do it, which nobody did, but people not having faith in me, all of that, none of that mattered. Because I was ready. But, you and your husband can go keep living in Candyland.
Turn.
Oh, yes.
And Hensley 444, nobody's coddling Lisa. We are trying to be here for Crystal, who has gone through a lot to try to get to where this point is to get Lisa help, like so many others have tried.
the comments saying we told Tech to drop, none of us said Tech drop. Thank you very much.
No, she said she dropped
Tech
herself.
also said before she dropped that she was going to drop herself. Nobody dropped her. She did that on her own accordance.
I'm flabbergasted. I am sensitive minded and hearted. And if I
Then you shouldn't be on the internet. Period. How do you live life? Let me stop.
were hearing that when I was not sober not too long ago, which is still a struggle, that would just completely discourage me from going anywhere.
Especially from someone.
Then this must not be your time. If that is something that can make you relapse, I think honestly, and I'm being serious, if you are early in your recovery and this affects you in that type of way, then you really need to get off the internet. And I'm being serious, like all jokes aside, like, because anything that has the potential to put you in a relapse, you need to stay away from. And all this seems like this could be it for you. I honestly, I am seriously going to pray for you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your name is, but I just, with your mindset right now in your recovery, this isn't the place. I think that you need to surround yourself around positive people right now. But you also have to build that strength up to get to a place where none of this affects you. And look, I know I was probably being mean, probably being a bitch, but I am realistic. I don't have time for this type of coddling because even in my addiction, I never blamed anybody else for my behaviors, for what I did. I knew it was all me. Nobody was going to keep me or stop me, period. So when I hear or see people that do that, it's ridiculous to me. And to put a relapse on somebody else is not fair. It's not fair. It's wrong. You don't know what that could do to somebody. They could really believe that and think that they hurt you in some type of way. So I honestly think that this woman sounds like she's got some work that she needs to do.
You're supposed to look up to. Tech, this is why I was trying to let you know. She maybe needs to hear more positive shit from you, whether you stand for something or not.
And I'm not saying that you don't want this girl to have help. I believe that you do. And I know it's frustrating and angering. Holy shit, we know. We've gone through it ourselves.
And I've told her this in my own life. Tech, I have told you this in my own life. She may be intimidated by you as a person. That is all. It's not a bad thing to say that.
Wow. Lisa is not intimidated by her. I feel like you guys are making every excuse for Tech to be wrong. You're looking for every excuse to try to make her feel bad about other people's recovery or relapse, and it's sick. It's gross.
All I have to say is from the perspective of somebody who has a family full of addicts, I would want to believe them any time that they said they were willing to get the help and try, rather than put them down and say, you're not going to do it.
Unless this person has never said it before, then no, you shouldn't believe them. Why would I believe Lisa? What has she done to prove that I should believe what she says? Name one thing. So no, you shouldn't just believe them, especially one who's like Lisa.
I would rather put in the work to get them the help they need rather than push them into further slipping downwards and not having them in my life anymore. That's the perspective that you guys have to understand. I understand wanting to be realistic, but you can also be realistically motivational as well.
Sorry, no, I'm not asleep, people. I'm here. I have a personal life crisis going on in my house. I'm dealing with my child that's missing his fucking daughter right now, okay? Sorry, was dealing with that.
Ma'am, if you are going through something personal, why have you been on this live for hours? Guys, this is not, oh my goodness. Why does people feel the need to go live all day long? This should not be priority. And please don't sit here and tell me it's not when you just said you had personal things going on. Get off.
Don't be sorry. Just to make this clear, since this is your live, Mel, when we see negative comments, do you want us to mute them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's been happening tonight.
Okay, because there's so many coming in after Tech was up here that I can't keep up.
It's just too negative.
Crystal, I'm gonna say I will defend Crystal to the very end. Crystal did not do this for any kind of whatever people want to say. I'm at the.
I only came up here because I had seen. Elisa is not a subject I like to be talking about, but I did see Tech come in here. Tech is very,
very understandable when it comes to Lisa. And just because it's tech, a lot of people are just going to go against tech and just be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. She wasn't trying to be hateful. She wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But what she is trying to do is educate those who don't understand what Lisa is doing. She's educating on the pattern that she's had. I don't watch her, but
I don't think she was being mean. I think that she was just being firm. But apparently, some people can't take firm. The fuck is this world came to?
I've kept an eye on her just to see, okay, is she here the next day? Because so many people, lives like this, and no disrespect, but lives like this get Lisa the attention she wants. She's lost many platforms. She's lost a whole lot of followers because she got boring. Now here we go again, and Lisa's being talked about. What's that going to do? Bringing more views. Lisa knows that she can call tech. She's not scared of tech. Are you kidding me?
Right.
She's not worried about tech telling her that she's going to have a downfall or anything like that, because tech would never say that. First of all, tech would drop everything if she absolutely knew that Lisa was being for real. And unfortunately, more and more people are going to get hurt by Lisa because she's not ready. The only person that's going to help Lisa is Lisa. Jails.
May I say something, if you don't mind?
Go right ahead.
So we were all trying to let Tech know that Crystal spent her personal use of money and whatnot and funds to getting to where she is now.
Okay.
And that she's going to do what she needs to continue to be able to move, whether she goes with her or not. But Tech was invited in here generally to kind of see if she would be willing to maybe go pick her up. And then when Tech said, no, I don't think today is the day, I don't think she's going to go, we kept trying to...
No. She said that her family is closer than she is. She said her sisters and they're 15 minutes away. That's what she said. And then she said, honestly, I don't really believe all this.
Yeah, Lisa to the airport to Crystal.
I mean, you got how many people up in Pittsburgh right now? And Pittsburgh Airport is like 15 minutes from Pittsburgh. She's actually closer to airport than me. So, she got her sisters. She got a couple people that were stalking her, but
Needs to get help to Jess.
Yeah, I know a few people suggested Jess.
I think somebody should get help to Jess. Jess always said she'd take her anywhere she
yeah, I mean, I would, but here's me. I seriously don't fucking believe any of it, to be honest with you. Where's this Crystal lady?
I don't know if you just are hearing what you want to hear or that's what you wanted it to be, but no.
Remind her that someone is there waiting for her to go.
But the thing is when Lisa's ready, Lisa will contact Tech.
Tech did not say that.
Exactly.
Tech did not say, no, I don't think today's the day. Tech kept on saying, I hope today's the day. See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
The first
when I got up here, I said, I got my bearings because I had just woke up. Hold on a minute, Snacker. Hold on.
Wait, let her talk.
Hold on, Snack. I got up in here and Lisa need to get it. My first thing was, she got a lot of people up in Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
That's the first thing I said. Don't sit here and say that I said that today ain't the day she ain't going.
She said she didn't believe Lisa. That's all.
I just want to add one thing.
So what else did I say?
I'm going to mute and I'm just going to be done.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Tech, I don't know you, and but I know a passionate person when I see one and hear one. And I can tell that you're very invested and passionate about Lisa and about people in recovery in general, period. But you did say she's not going.
Guess what? She ain't.
Listen, I don't know Tech, but what she's saying is truthful. What she's doing is being honest and realistic. These are the type of people you need when you're dealing with addiction. I don't think there was anything wrong with what Tech said. And Lisa is not going. You want to know how we know? Because she didn't show up as soon as Crystal got there. That's how. Because she didn't call the people that have been trying to help her for years. Come on, people.
You know why? Because she ain't. She ain't comfortable. She don't. Somebody gonna fly. You think I can't get that girl to drive? We couldn't get that girl to drive somewhere.
You're okay to have your blood pressure normal.
Then you don't know Lisa.
Heck, you don't know
Lisa. I wish she would go. Everything in me wish that girl would get on that plane and fucking go.
Oh, my heart.
My thing is Tech doesn't need to come on here and have lives about Lisa to be passionate about it.
Right.
She can be passionate in her own home because she knows that Lisa has her number. Lisa will contact her when she's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's playing y'all for a fool, and I'm just going to jump out of the box because this pisses me off when I hear Tech getting so upset when I know she doesn't have to talk about somebody to be passionate about helping somebody.
Facts.
Bye.
And I'm not invested. Nah, I'm not invested in just one addict trying to help another.
Right.
And just recognize being when plays are being played.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why everybody keeps thinking I'm like attacking her or whatever it is, but I'm not. I'm trying to let her know that we all understand how passionate she is. And I'm trying to recognize, I think she's getting her feelings hurt that it didn't work.
No.
That when she was ready to take her 2 weeks ago, that now it seems like she might go with somebody else when she's put in a lot of work herself.
Oh, lady, I think you need to just... Honey, ma'am, I think you're the only one that doesn't understand. I honestly, and I don't think Tech is mad or sad or hurt that Lisa says she's gonna go to this rehab with Crystal.
Sorry, but I'm disagreeing with you on that.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. She's had plenty of opportunity with Tech, and not just 2 weeks ago.
No,
Yeah.
That's not what I mean by that. I'm saying the most recent time of her offering help was 2 weeks ago. That's all I meant.
But Lisa knows she can call Tech.
Anytime.
Yes.
Tech has
Anytime.
Lisa has been on and off with Tech for years.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to hear that Tech is mad if somebody else gets Lisa into treatment.
Right.
Believe me, nobody cares who does it as long as Lisa goes.
Exactly.
But the problem that Tech is trying to say is she understands that you guys are very passionate. You want to believe that this is the time, but this has been an ongoing cycle for years. So it's very hard for a lot of people who have been there trying for years.
Unless you have somebody that's there to be honest, blunt, and to let you know when shit don't seem right, this is going to keep happening. So maybe you need a Tech. Listen, everybody needs a Tech. Now, if you don't surround yourself around those type of people, you need to get one, period. Because Tech reminds me of my friends. Not all of them, but very blunt, very honest, will tell you about yourself, tell you things you don't want to hear. As soon as I would have seen one of my friends up in this panel believing this shit, I would have called them and said, get the fuck off live. What do you look like an asshole. Like, you need to figure this shit out before you start opening your mouth. Because I'm telling you, it ain't gonna work out right. So, y'all need somebody like that.
Tech is not the one that you can sit there and say doesn't care or just cares if she's the one who does it, because that is not Tech. Lisa has even said, no, I'm not calling Tech. I think it was just this past week when people were saying call Tech, because Tech had something set up herself.
Exactly.
Tech has always had something set up. Lisa knows that. But until Lisa is ready to say, Tech, I will get into the fucking car, that's when Tech will fucking believe her. that's when Tech will go to her fucking house.
Right.
Because Tech knows and has been dealing with this for years that Lisa says, oh, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. She says it to everybody else but Tech. That is how Tech knows she's not ready.
Right.
There's still hope because Crystal is still there right now. And Crystal is in this chat hearing everything. So instead of like,
She's still there right now. So is Tech. She's not going.
knocking Crystal and bashing and saying this and this and this, why can't we just show a little positive love and support and say, okay, maybe, just maybe, today is the day. I mean, I don't understand. If it doesn't happen,
Y'all have showed more love and support in the first hour of this fucking live to last a damn year.
Be revealed.
if it does,
Hey,
yes, if it's
Mel, can you just address something real quick? Can you just say that Crystal is not asking for money? It's
No.
we were offering to help her
Yes,
out. She
it
is
was
not asking
us.
anything.
Crystal
It was
hasn't
us
asked
and
for
people in the
anything.
chat
It was
offering
us.
to help her. She is not trying to raise money. She's not asking for donations. None of that. We were offering to do that for her. Thank you. That's
Here.
all I wanted to say.
Are you sure about that? Because that's not how I remember it.
But I'm gonna need help or she can't go.
I knew it, baby.
I have to wait at the airport now.
Till I get money. Well, I got money, but until
Okay. We're
Like,
gonna send you money. How much do you need?
I don't even have to, guys, for this to happen. And I'm not being a beggar scammer, but I'm gonna need. All seriousness, I have 2%, but her insurance is going to be due and coming out of my bank account
Okay.
sometime this morning.
Okay, baby.
I booked that ticket and it's in a car and it screwed up my bank account. I'm gonna have to.
And we'll get it.
Her
We'll
insurance
get it
is,
for
I
you.
got it. I'll send a picture to Mel right now. It's $350 the first month.
Okay.
And
need-
I need
you-
help.
you-
I did
you-
need
you-
help
you-
before, but I need help.
Okay.
Let me be very ultimately clear. It's only going to be anything. I hate that I even am going to need help with her insurance because I told her I'd take care of it. But now I have 4 or 5, whatever it was for my plane ticket will be locked up for 21 days. That car rental me, and I'm just really like.
Right.
And I wanted
For that is, and sorry, and
It was
this is the
us.
hope I'm hanging on to is that Lisa by herself, without anyone knowing,
Crystal
reached out to
did.
Crystal.
Okay, wait, out. Nuki's up here just a minute. Crystal didn't make it public until tonight because she was at the damn airport, broken down and crying over it.
Oh, shit.
That's what y'all don't understand. If she wanted to make it public, she would have made it public weeks ago, months ago, when she was working on it. She broke down at the fucking airport tonight because Lisa wasn't gonna go.
And here's why
And I think it was all an act. That's just my personal opinion. But a side note, I have never heard Nookie talk. I've never seen him before. Nothing. So, very interesting. I didn't get this far in the video, so I'm just kind of surprised that he came up. Does he do this? Does he come up in lives on TikTok? Just wondering.
I always suggest, whether you're in recovery and have had quite a bit of time in recovery and helping other people, or you're a recovery coach and work in the industry, these are hard lessons. These are hard lessons on how far do I go. If I want something more for you than you do, that's my problem. That becomes my problem.
Right.
And it's hard sometimes to recognize that we want so much for her to find a new way of life, clean and happy. What a comeback story, right? And so many of us have had that on our heart for Lisa because she's put herself out here in such a public way with her addiction. But when I'm doing all that work and you're not coming to the table, and she's been running game with this over and over again, that's where I urge everybody to be cautious. There are many who have offered, who can get her into treatment, who have those connections, who have those resources. Sadly, it sounds like that a good heart was hurt in the process of one.
But also giving her money. Her doing the most, Lisa doing nothing, while she's continuing to give her money. But none of that was a red flag, though. bet you never gave addicts money up until the day to go to rehab, have you, ma'am? I can bet to say that would be a no.
Attempting to get her help, who just may not be as versed in the disappointment that comes along with this.
Yeah.
And look, I work in
and I've always said, Hope, I've always said over here that if anyone, before I met Crystal, that if anyone could get her to go, it would be Tech. It would be. And you know,
it's just about recognizing that, you know, I've had to learn this. I have learned some tough lessons on expending my spiritual, emotional, and physical and financial energy on someone that just wasn't ready yet. That just wasn't ready, no matter how much I loved him up, prayed him up, hoped him up. You know, and there's still hope until there's not. And I always say that. But there's some lessons learned for this, and even, you know, for Crystal's heart. And it's disappointing.
She also lost her wallet and everything else that could go wrong at the airport. It just happened, and she was broken down, and she was crying and upset, and it just came out on live, and that's what's happened. And
and it just came out on
and
live.
Now here
right.
we are, and everything is just, you know, it's turned into a shit show. Go ahead, Nookie.
First of all, I don't feel bad for anybody. I don't feel bad for anybody in this situation because Lisa been doing this for 4 years. She's been playing this hard for 4 years. So Crystal should have known better than fly her ass to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia, wherever she was, and try to go to rehab. She ain't going to rehab anytime soon. Crystal should know better than that. Crystal should know better than give her money.
Yep.
Crystal fed her habit.
I don't think
No,
Crystal's
she
given
didn't
her money.
give her money, Nookie. No.
She did. She did. She said in the Discord, I'm going to start giving her money.
Wait, what?
Huh?
She gave her resources.
Did she? I didn't hear her say that.
She got you.
What is everybody so shocked for? This is your close friend. You know her, right?
I saw a conversation in the Discord where she said, "I'm gonna start giving her money."
She like, sorry, like when she was mentioning about like sending her cigarettes and shit, or a different clip.
It was a conversation in the Discord. She said, "I'm gonna start giving her money."
I wasn't listening.
She's gonna get anything she can get out of anybody right now.
Hey, Mel, I'm gonna drop, and I'm gonna see if Crystal can come up, okay, and get her to answer.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't.
Oh,
know
she's listening. She
nothing in
ain't
the
coming
Discord
up.
they said about money being I didn't know.
I woke up and I saw it. So
Yeah, I haven't been in there. I wasn't looking.
I think something important to recognize too, though, is like, it could be different with addicts, but I think it's important to shed light on the fact that throughout life and in any journey, we don't always accept help from. I'm trying to say this. Essentially, there could be many people that offer us help. There can be many people that try to guide us down the path that we should be going on, but it takes us a specific person wanting the help and accepting the help, and Crystal thought she could be that person. And Crystal even said in the comments she was not crying over Lisa. She was just crying over the stress and everything that she's gone through.
It doesn't take anybody but yourself to go. It's not a specific person. It's you. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just when it's your time and you're ready, you're going to go. Because to be honest with you, you don't even need anybody to go. You can make those phone calls yourself.
She said
for her and tried and failed.
She said, Nookie, she said, nope, didn't say that. Respectfully, nope, didn't say that. And this drama isn't my focus
Really?
Today. Okay, so
well, that's funny because now she put out text messages between her and Lisa where she did give her money. Huh. She doesn't lie though.
That's the screenshot light then. Okay.
Chantel, can I say something? I have to go back to work.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry. Please stop muting people. I'm seeing, like, somebody muting people. Yeah, I'm not you. Not you. I can't see who's
filtered comments.
Crystal reached out to me a pretty good while ago. I knew this was coming. I've kept it very quiet because it wasn't my story to tell. But I will say, from my perspective, if Lisa was ready to go, she would already have her ID. Lisa needs to put in the work, not Crystal, not me, not Tech, not Nookie.
That part.
Nobody else has to put in the work. Lisa has to put in the work.
Right.
And Lisa's not going to put in the hard work, kids. She's just not. She's not going anywhere. It's a damn shame, but she's not. She's played Crystal. And I told Crystal from the very beginning, please protect your heart, honey. Please protect your heart. She's been played.
Multiple people came in the box and said the exact same thing. But now things are starting to look a little sketchy and things are coming together. Now it's okay. It's no longer being mean, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna say my piece. I'm waiting on a phone call, so I'm gonna say my piece real quick, and then I'm gonna dip out. Crystal, Stacy's mom, Taylor Malone, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, you steady talk shit about Lisa in both Kim and my Discord.
That's Stacy's mom?
Yeah, but then you want to play Save a Hoe. So, why? Like that's my thing right now. Why? You sat in my live, let alone months ago, with Cliff Notes Anna, with all of us, all my, well, not my crew, but whoever the fuck you want to call it, my little group, whatever the hell. You sat in that live talking shit about Lisa as we were, when I first started, like, kind of, not streaming. I wasn't streaming Lisa. Just, like, it was like a, what do you want to call it? Aftermath of Lisa's live. Whatever the fuck it was, okay? But you sat there and you talked shit about her, but then you flew to some airport to bring Lisa to rehab after you had, and I have screenshots, multiple screenshots, matter of fact, that you were in my, like I said, my Discord and Kim's Discord after the whole last rehab stunt. You sat there and said, she's not going to go to rehab, yada, yada, yada. Like everyone else was saying, this is a big fucking stunt for Lisa to get money, which we all fucking know. This whole live, no offense, this whole live and everything being said is going to be Lisa's next plan. Oh, I need an ID. I need this. I need that. She's never going to go. You cannot help somebody that is not going to help themselves. Point blank, period. And I hope that she does. I pray and I hope that she does get help. But I have addicts in my family. I'm one myself. They're not going to get help unless they are forced to. It was life or death for me to get help.
Right.
They're not going to until it comes down to that point, or they end up 6 feet under. And at that point, it's too late, which I hope doesn't happen to her. By any means, I hope that does not happen to Lisa. But I'm saying you cannot save somebody that won't save themselves, and that's that. So again, Crystal, I don't know how the fuck, or Stacy's mom, whatever you want to call yourself in your million different accounts, you're stupid. That's just plain there. It's stupid. So if this was some kind of money grab or whatever the fuck, or clout chasing, whatever it may be, it was dumb. So there's that.
Did you try to shut everything down right now? Is that what this was? Like a mic drop moment? Or is this like you actually don't?
She said all of that and you ask if it's a mic drop moment? Did you not hear what she said? She's out here talking shit about Lisa on all these apps, but trying to save her? She's fake. That's what it is. Shady. And were you talking shit while you were talking to Lisa? Being quote unquote friends with her? Sending her money? When all of this plans were coming together? And how far back does it go?
I'm so fucking confused right now. It's not even funny. Stewie, can you help me? Because I'm so fucking confused.
You don't
right
want
now.
my opinion right now. Really, you don't. Honestly.
Because I'm not in the Discord or anything.
It's
like
not about
that.
the Discord. It has nothing to do with.
It's really not that hard to understand. You got played by somebody who pretended to be nice, pretended to be your friend. She was such a wonderful person. But it's easy to fool somebody when you're behind the screen, on the phone, in text messages. Where is she at? Because if I helped somebody and went through all this stress and spent my own money, please believe I would be in that box with all my receipts. I would have no problem answering any questions because I know it was true. But she ain't there. She ghosted you.
The Discord right
I
now.
don't know who Stacy is. Does anybody
I
want
don't
to?
either.
Apparently you are.
Who?
Late night snacker?
No,
Stacy?
no, Crystal.
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crystal.
I thought y'all were saying I'm fucking.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a little
like,
slow.
wait, what? I'm not
I'm a
no
little
fucking
slow.
Stacy.
Oh.
No, sorry.
I mean, she was pretty clear.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Dimples was essentially saying that in a Discord, Crystal, the person who is at the airport right now to help Lisa, has been talking shit about her
Gotcha.
and etc.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slow.
She was.
No, you don't call yourself slow. It's
It's
late.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we
Okay.
have.
All right. I got you now.
Yeah, that was just my whole point.
Now I got you.
It wasn't a mic drop moment. I think Dimples was just trying to shed light on things that people might not know. I had no idea about that. I don't have an opinion.
No idea.
Yeah, I'm just giving everyone's, I've been reading my Discord, Kim's Discord throughout the whole day that everyone's gotten muted. They wanted to say their piece, so I'm up here saying my piece and their piece as well, since they got muted, which whatever it is, what it is. But, yeah, so I'm just saying she
people
wants
were saying stuff like this in the chat and they were getting muted. Huh. So they just, it's like they didn't even want to know. Wow.
Sit in the Discord and talk all this shit and go under a million different names, but then come up here to you guys and tell a whole different story that she's at this airport, if that's even true, that whatever. And she had messaged me saying that she wanted to make a Discord, or she wanted a channel in my Discord about some big plan that she had that she didn't want me to tell anybody, which I didn't, because
for being a secret.
Whatever it is, what it is. I've known that she was all these accounts and all these people.
So why is this still private if that's the case? Like, why would this just be black?
Because she never planned on keeping this a secret. Look at all the people she told. And all those people all say the same thing, that they've known about it for a while. And I don't know if that was in hopes this would get out somehow or what. But this was very strategically planned. I mean, we don't even know if those screenshots that she showed are real. They could be photoshopped. And I can understand having like 2 accounts, a backup account, or even a troll account. But why would you have all them accounts and pretend to be different people? That's weird and shady.
To try to clout chase and play save-a-ho.
Is there any way that we can get Crystal in a box? Because
she
there's
ain't
some
getting in a
stuff
box.
that
She's
needs to be
gone.
clarified.
Oh, what's up, bestie? What's up, Patty?
I will also say that when Crystal reached out to me and told me she had not spoke to anybody else, that this was please be quiet. Since yesterday morning, I've had 2 other people reach out to me that she told the exact same thing
This
to.
shit sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, and Dimples is telling you the truth. She is Stacy's mom and Taylor Malone.
No.
And Lisa calls her Kristen. Lisa doesn't even evidently know her name.
Wow.
I wonder if her and Lisa did that on purpose. Made a different name for her so that way when this came out, or if people knew who she was, that they wouldn't know it was her, because when Lisa showed her text messages, it said Crystal at the top, so she knew her name.
Yeah, the whole thing is
in
just
that
a
Discord,
little
and I
interesting.
know who Stacy's mom is, and if this is the truth, fuck.
Yeah, it is 100%.
And also Taylor Malone that was in my live said on my
I know
live,
who that is
and
because
I
she's
have
been
it
in
if
here.
I need it. Yep, and said on my live, and I have it if I need it. Oh, I'm on a burner. KB knows who it is. I'm on a burner.
So, how many did she tell? Spicy, she told you.
No, I found out. Well, I didn't find out. I'm not gonna say.
But you
who
shouldn't have
found
found out,
in
though.
case
It
they
was
don't
supposed
want
to be
that
a
to
secret.
But this has been a whole thing.
But she didn't want it on live, though.
She told me, she told Sparkly Jen.
And I know of two more. One of them is in the bed, but I'm positive she's gonna
Wow.
wanna.
That's 5.
It was behind the scenes FBI type shit. So.
I wanted
Five.
to say,
Yep.
I vouch for Dimples up here. She's not lying.
Wait, what?
Last
I was just
night
about to
she
say
said
that.
she was going to her grandmother's funeral and showed a picture of the plane. And that's why I'm like kind of shocked that it turned to Lisa now all of a sudden. I don't know. Just saying, it's
Just-
not.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she say that she only posted that as a cover up, which is only a nice way of saying you lied? But it was a secret, right? So how would we know what you were doing, what you were planning just because you were on a plane? And why would we think that you were going to PA? I mean, we only know what you post. So the only thing that I can think of is that you posted this to make it seem more legit to the people you did tell. So that's just my opinion.
Everybody's so quick without realizing that everybody is in it for the money. Everybody.
Mel, real quick, late night snack. Could I drop you?
That's the thing, though, is not everybody was ready to jump on board. And not everybody is so easily fooled. There were people in the comment section that were trying to ask questions, trying to give information, and trying to figure this out. But they were being muted and blocked because they were being too mean or not positive enough. You guys were eating this up all because the one lady said this was her friend and she vouched for her. She only talked to her for a couple of months. And just because she knew about this ahead of time doesn't make it fact. And that's what was so frustrating about this. People have to stop trusting other people just because they're nice to them or just because they're a pretty girl with a nice smile. That doesn't mean you should automatically believe them.
And let Florida Man come up in a box real quick.
Of course.
Just like MJ said though, she didn't ask for money. We all offered.
But she dry baked, setting up
That
payment,
is
lost her
exactly
wallet.
what they wanted.
True, yes.
Yeah,
That's
that was
exactly
like
what they
classic
wanted
dry
because
bag
that's
right
what Lisa does. Lisa will take the opportunity and say, well, I still have to find a way to do this, or I still have to find a way to do this, but it's not going to.
No. She said she had everything figured out, that everything was paid for on her dime. But then when she said that Lisa begged her to stay and she had to change her flight, then she said she was going to need help. And that's when you guys started offering.
To happen.
And she was in the chat. Where is she now? That I came up here and called her ass out. Where is she now?
Yeah, I don't
She's
know.
nowhere. Because she's being called the fuck out. She knows what she fucking did.
Yeah, she dipped
Dead
out.
ass earlier on this panel, all of us heard her say, and I'm deleting Discord, and now I feel like this is exactly why, because she knew she was gonna get called the fuck out. That was literally right after I called her out. I said, hey, Stacy's mom, you're sending her money now? As I called her out, because I was like, this is Crystal. She immediately dropped from I was in here. She immediately dropped from the box, then all of a sudden deleted Discord. Then she came back up, paused the whole time, because she was reading that Discord chat.
Oh my God.
She did not delete Discord. She's in there reading that shit, but not responding.
And again, if you are not guilty and you have nothing to hide and what's being said on you, you would want to speak, clear your name, speak your truth. You would have gotten into this box a long time ago.
Yes.
Instead of hiding out in the chat or hiding out in Discord.
Period.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yes, where are all the proof and everything now? Because that's when it should have happened right now. You could have got on and been like, listen, this is a misunderstanding. I don't know why everybody is getting confused. Here's my receipts. Here's this. What do you want? What do you want so I can show you? But no, you let it go a couple days. Give you some time for what? To think of excuses? Because really, you could Photoshop anything you want, any messages or anything. So.
Man,
I would get in this box and clear my name. If
a couple things out real quick so I can just drop.
Yes, go ahead, Dad. That is Cam. Sorry, God.
I was real quick so I can just drop.
Yes, go ahead, Dad. That is
watching the live this morning, and she brought up about how she had to pay the insurance this weekend while open enrollment is closed. You can't pay an insurance. You can't even apply for it. She also mentioned how she was going to bring Lisa to the methadone clinic, closed on a Saturday. Can't go. Lisa doesn't have an ID. Can't go on the plane. And you need a credit card to get a rental car. So good luck with that. Her story just didn't add up. I don't believe it. I think that everything is a lie. So that's everything I caught
Nikki said earlier, Kim, that one of Lisa's sisters said that she got an ID, so I'm not sure if that's right.
Wait, what?
I would also
Nikki was in a
like
box
to point
earlier,
out real quick.
and he said that one of the sisters said that she did get an ID. So I don't know how true that is, but Nikki literally just said it before, so maybe she did get an ID and whatever, but I have no idea.
Hold on real quick, you guys.
Crystal's accounts are all gone.
Crystal, I just went to go double check, and my DMs with her account has been deleted.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious, Mom.
You got my fucking home phone number. Oh, fucking, oh my Jesus.
Oh my God, Mel.
Melly, it will be okay. Nobody holds it against you because
we all fell
when you
for
have
it.
a good
I
heart,
fell for it.
You try to be good, and
We fell for it.
unfortunately, there are not so nice people on this app.
We sat up.
So it's funny because when Kim came up here and said all of this stuff, I believed what she said because I believe that Kim knows Lisa better than anybody. And I also know that Kim is a scammer. She's good at this type of stuff. So she was probably on this shit. Everything that Crystal said, she probably looked up, verified, and everything. I think that Kim's probably the perfect person to point out a scammer. You know what I'm saying? So there's probably like I don't know, maybe an hour and a half left of this live, but I thought this was the best part. So I know it had got long, and I appreciate you if you made it this far. I really do. I have a couple of videos that I am working on. I'm trying to get some prepared so that way I could just have them for the week. So that's it. Let me know what everybody thinks, and I'll see y'all later. Don't be a stranger.